Welcome back to Little Country Catch, everybody. Out here today on a very windy day. Gonna try to do some crabbing, a little bit of fishing while we're at it. Went out this morning, caught me a bunch of shrimp, couple live finger mullet. See what today brings us. All right, it's been about 5 minutes soaked. We already got our first blue crab, tiny. Gonna let him go. Got a cork there with a live shrimp under it, floating by the pylon. Got a cork right here with live finger mullet. See what we can come up with. So I got here about 9:30, and an old man had about half a 5-gallon bucket of nice sized crabs. And so far, I caught that one little one, threw it back. It's too small. He must know the secret because he probably ain't been here but a couple hours to get that. And we'll see what happens. All right, got a first keeper crab. Getting into close to halfway through September. Crabs are getting huge. That's a big old big one right there. And he's looking kind of feisty. See what we can do with him. That's a big one. Look at the size of them claws even. Good grief. We got to trap them up so I can get a good measurement on them for you. There we go. He is 7 1/8 inch. So first keeper crab of the day. He is 7 1/8 inch. You have to measure from the point right here to the point right here. They have to be 5 inches in South Carolina to keep. Cannot keep egg-bearing females. And he is obviously a male. Going in the bucket. Look at the size of them claws on this guy. Man, he's huge. Alright, I'm going to stop playing with my food and get back to it. But we're going to try pulling this in. I think we have something again about 2 minutes later. Yes, sir. That looks kind of small to me. But we'll let him crawl out of the cage. I think he's only about 4.5. Throw this back in to let it do its job. And we're going to grab him up. Mr. Feisty. Grab him right by the swimmer behind his back. And supposedly they can't get you. There we go. Got us another one. I'll measure it. Oop, maybe not. Alright, there we go. We'll measure this up. He is 4 3/4 inches. Even at 5, if we're catching 7-inch blue crab, I would throw him back. Alright, on to the next. Alright, we got a second blue crab. Obviously, he's big enough too. He's got to be a good 6 inches. We'll measure him up. See what we can come up with. Put this back. Grab Junior up here. He's got some big claws on him too, my goodness. They'd put a hurting on you. There you are. Get out the old trusty tape. Yeah, he is 6 about 1/8. Guess what? Where he's going in the box. All right, and again, that's a male. Nice. Grab him up by there. Check if he's solid. Squeeze the shell. Pretty solid. He's gonna visit his friend for a few. There we are. Nope, nothing in that. Let's try the next one. Sorry about the wind, y'all. It's getting it. No, I feel something. Another little one. It's a female. You can tell her claws are painted. And the apron. Small one. She's going back. Okay, in between all the monotony of crab and wait for them to crawl in my traps, what I do is I fish. Okay, you might as well try for something else while you're waiting on the crabs. So my thing is I'll try for trout, redfish, flounder, whatever will bite. It's like a bonus while I'm crabbing. Gets me something to do, occupies my brain, and enjoy the beautiful day, sunny skies, cool weather. All right, let's go again. No, I swear to God, I just seen a flounder swim off of that. There's something big. All right, let's try this one. Nothing in that one. Something's tearing it up though. I might have to put a bait rate by here for flounder. I have caught them here. All right, everybody. I got something on a live mullet. See what it is. Oh Lord, it's a nice sized trout. Oh God, look at that big dog. And like I said, that's the reason why I fish when I'm crabbing. That's a big boy there. All right, let's see what I can do with him. Let him settle down a second. That was on a finger mullet. Floating him under a cord. All right, he's big. All right, let's check him out. My goodness. Oh, 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 settle down, settle down. I didn't even expect this catch. All right, he is looking at almost 19 inches. 18 and 3/4. Yeah, we're gonna eat him. Throw him in the bucket, put out another bait. All right, this is my second last finger mullet I caught. We're gonna rig him up. Caught that nice, almost 19-inch trout. What we're doing, we have our finger mullet, circle hook. Gonna hook it through the bottom and top lip. Just like that. Floating them on out there. See what we get. All right, here we go with that mullet. We're gonna go with it. Hi-ya! Whip him on out there. Caught that trout somewhere around there. Tide's incoming. And the wind is going against the tide, which makes it sort of a pain in the butt. I think I was a little more to the right when I caught that. But you know what? It's worth a try. Fish have fins. They swim around. This is the first time I'm doing a solo video for y'all. I don't like to do this without Mandy here, my wife. She just makes everything a lot easier filming. I usually don't catch fish here on incoming tide. This is one of my outgoing tide spots. I have very few of those. It's hard to catch them on outgoing anywhere else. We'll try a little more to the right. Yeah. There we go. That looks about right there. We're gonna get on them. Be nice to catch a flounder. Do a stuffed flounder with crab meat. That was probably about a 4.5-inch finger mullet. I caught some bigger mullet this morning. They were probably 6 to 8 inches. I threw them all back. I just wanted the small ones. Some lady came down there where I catch all my bait, started crabbing right next to me, and I didn't want to cast net all around her crab cages and scare all her crab away. So I just took what I had, probably 3 dozen nice shrimp and 2 mullet, came on down here to where I wanted to go. I don't want him to get too close to them rocks. He'll hang himself up in there and I'll lose my whole setup. Now usually I run 40-pound line, 20-pound leader, so if I break off anything, it's going to be that little leader and a hook, maybe a split shot. But on these small reels, I have 20-pound line, so you just got to try to saw that mono until it breaks off. All right, one more cast. I lied to y'all. We got to try this again. That looks like a better spot to me. How about you? All right, I'm just going to let this sit down here, float right under the bridge. Stick it in the fence, and I keep it pretty tight. I want that bobber about like that so he doesn't swim into the pylons and the oysters get all hung up. Let's go check them crab pots. Crab nets. I feel something. Oh yeah. Nope, I lied to y'all. That's... Oh no, I got hung up on the camera. All right, there we go. Let's try this next one. They get out of those pretty easy. So... Oh, he was hanging on the bottom of it. Nice big one. He wasn't in the cage, he was under it. Let's try that again. Maybe he'll come back. All right, back to it. All right, let's see if that big one came back. Nope, did not. Maybe he came to the other one. No, something feels heavy. Something feels heavy. Oh, yeah. There we go. Another keeper crab. That's probably 5.5, 5 3/4. We'll check. Throw this back in here. And we'll get a measurement on Junior here. Smallest keeper of the day. Let's see for y'all. He is 5 3/4. Guess where he's going, y'all? In my belly. In my belly. And that's a male. I don't trust these fellas. I don't trust them. And there we go. Obviously, that's a male going in the box. Box is starting to look pretty good. Go with that. Next. All right, I just pulled the thing up again. Got a double this time. That and definitely a keeper that's running away. This one, even if it is a keeper, kind of small, we're gonna throw him back. I'll measure that one and see what he measures at. Sorry, I'll measure that one, see what he measures at. And this one, we're just gonna drop back. There we go on that one. Let's check that other trap before I do some measuring. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I think I feel something. Oh, yeah. Nice big one. There we go. And he's out. Throw this back. Okay, we'll do a quick measurement on this. I bet you he's a good 6.5. Oh, no, yeah, just over 6.5. We'll keep him. Let's check this other one. He looks small now compared to that one. Mm-mm. Oh, he's 5.5. I need some food for dinner. We're gonna keep them both. Oh, something's playing with him. I think a bluefish. I think a bluefish just bit him in half. There goes my last mullet. Let's see if he comes back for it. That's a bummer. Sizable bluefish to chomp down on him. Let's see here. Yeah, that was a sizable bluefish. If I catch him, we're gonna smoke him, make some smoked fish dip. When you're making smoked fish dip, you want some oily fish. Bluefish worked. I prefer Spanish mackerel. Oh, oh, I might have him. If he's sizable, we might make smoked fish dip out of him. Let's see here. He's not really that big. He ain't that small. But you know what? We're gonna save him. Even if I don't smoke him to make smoked fish dip, he can at least be shark bait. So these bluefish, I do like to bleed them. I just cut their gills out, let them bleed out. Makes it a little better, less gamey when you're smoking them. There we go. Let them bleed out. Throw them in the cooler. All right. We must have a school of bluefish coming through here. This is the second one. This one ate my live shrimp. Kind of small. Limits 3 in South Carolina. 3 small ones. I might be able to make a nice little bowl of smoked fish. We'll see. Okay, in between catching the bluefish, I pulled the traps and caught another cute blue crab. Also in your nets, for some reason, these shrimp love chicken. And we'll measure him up, get him out nice. Nothing. There's no rhyme or reason why I pull these when I pull these. Just whenever I get to it. Pull them once every 2 minutes, once every 20 minutes. Now this one feels, oh yeah. There we go. We got a couple of them again. Obviously a small one. Measure him. He's probably another 6.25. Put him on. There we go. Got another one. Oh, wait, what is this? Yeah, a little croaker or something of some sort. Don't know what they're called. Good bait fish. You know what? I think he might go on a hook. Try for a big trout. What do y'all think? We'll do that. For a little fella. Sealed your fate here, playing with me. You know what? We're going to hook him through the nose. Maybe not. We'll hook him through the top. There we go. He may come off. He might not. No loss. We'll throw him out there and see what we can do with him now. Boy, oh boy, would you look at this fella. He's had a rough life. He's missing both his claws and most his legs. Poor fella. Hopefully he'll grow them back. Yeah, you see he's starting to grow them back right here. So they do grow them back after they lose them or they get tore off. It's 3 of the 5 growing back. Well, the 2 claws are growing back and 1 of the legs are growing back. Even if he's a keeper, we're gonna free him. He had a rough enough life. Alright, you have me with my two little crab baskets I pull up. Then you got the professionals. He's probably tearing up some big old blue crab today. Gotta wish him luck. That's how they make their living around here. Catching all the blue crab, selling it to people like us to eat. Okay, so today we're out here. Wanted to catch a bunch of blue crab. So far, 7 out of about 30 that we could keep, that I wanted to keep. And we caught that really nice trout. So what I'm gonna do, fish a little longer, but we're gonna do a lemon butter caper sauce with the crab meat over top of the trout and see how that goes. Mandy loves that recipe. And we're gonna do a little more fishing, a little more crabbing. Tide hasn't quite turned yet. And see what we come up. All right, got another one. Many of many crabs. He's a nice rusty. Not sure if he'll make it or not. Seems like he's at home underneath the shoe. It's a good thing. We can measure him up. We only have 7. If he's about 5.5, we'll keep. And he is right about 5.5. We're gonna have to keep him. I need that meat more than he needs it. There you go. Nice blue crab, male, little bit of rusty. So he's full of meat. We're gonna keep him today. Throw him in the pot. Along with the rest of these fellas. There we go. All right, I just threw that one you see in the bucket. Threw this back down, and within, I bet you 1 minute, we have 2 more blue crabs. Look at there. Throw this back in. See here what we have. He doesn't like this. There we go. That's another 5 3/8. Let's see what his color's like. Not too bad. He's hard. We're gonna keep him. And we'll check this one. This one looks a little light, but he's bigger. Definitely more aggressive. Here. He is 5 3/4. We'll check the bottom of him. If I can snag him up. There we go. Later crab. Pinch the bottom. Well, he's pretty hard. Yeah, he's solid. You want this shell solid. That means their meat is filling out that. The shell's hardening from after they molted. Going in too. All right, y'all heading back to the house. Spent about 3.5 hours out there. Wife's gonna be steamed if she gets home from work, and I don't have dinner ready for her. So we'll see you back there. All right, here we are back at the house. I'm about to clean up all the crab, the trout, and the bluefish. I'm gonna save these bluefish, catch a few more, and smoke them up. The trout, that's gonna be dinner tonight, along with a bunch of the crabs. Again, the big ones, 7 1/8 right here, next to a small one, that's about 5.5. Pretty good haul for 3.5 hours. Catch you in the kitchen. All right, back at the kitchen, y'all. Low country catch style. Okay, we have our dozen crabs cleaned up. Gonna steam them. We're not putting any seasoning on them for the recipe I'm doing. I don't want to have anything else on them. We don't know what we'll do with the rest of the meat. That's a lot of meat for 2 people to eat, along with the trout that I cut. So we're gonna steam them up, cool them down, pick them, and we'll be ready to make the main course. Looking good, y'all, looking good. It's been about 18 minutes. We're gonna take them out to heat, set out that noise maker, and then we're gonna cool them down. So I'm gonna take them out to heat, drain out the last of the water in the bottom of this. There we go. And what I do is I add some ice to this, a bunch of ice. Cool them down. All right, here we go. So we got our dozen crabs steamed up. Drained the rest of the water off the bottom of that. They're sitting on a rack, so they're not down in the water. Steamed them. And we're gonna cool them off so we can pick them without burning the heck out of our fingers. Picking blue crabs is about my least favorite thing to do in life. They taste so good though. This is worth at least 1 subscriber, if not 1,000. Someone gotta please subscribe, because I'm telling you what, like, follow, subscribe. Picking blue crabs, if you ever done it, you would know how difficult it could be, especially if you're doing a whole bunch of them. So please, like, follow, subscribe. Ready to go. Getting a good pile of meat here. Do a little fast forward act. Last one. All right, we have our crab all picked in the bowl. I have a scale here for you. We're gonna weigh it out. 0. We're gonna put an empty bowl on this thing. It's looking at 1.4 ounces. 1 pound, 4 ounces. Minus 1 pound, 4 ounces. Put our crab on there. Looking at 1 pound, 2 ounces. 1 pound and 2 ounces out of 12 crabs. Some of them were a little light. I could have picked them a little better, so we might have ended up with like 1.25 pounds, but that ain't too shabby. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble. The wife's home, dinner is not ready. Oh, and by the way, that bicycle there with the cooler on it, with the rod holders, yeah, I might do something special tomorrow. Got to take a bike ride to a fishing hole that I found. That's the only way you can get there besides walk for a half hour. But we'll see. Wish me luck, fellas. Wish me luck. Okay, we're back in the kitchen. Gonna make lemon butter caper sauce. We're gonna season the trout we caught today. Some salt and pepper. That's all we're doing on the trout. Look how big them things are. My goodness.
Those are some nice looking fillets.
Mm-hmm. There we go. We'll turn this thing on. Okay, lemon butter caper sauce trout over a bed of rice with crab on top. So we're going to get a little bit of avocado oil, not much. Just a little dab. It keeps the butter from burning. And it's a lemon butter caper sauce, so you know, you might go on with a little bit of butter here. That's just the start.
Half a stick
Yeah, half a stick.
so far.
So far. It's going to be probably a stick and a half by the time we're said and done. Okay, back with you. We're making the trout we caught today. Just a little bit of salt and pepper, some avocado oil, and butter in there. We're going to cook these down a bit, finish them off, and then we'll do the rest of it. The sauce with the capers, some wine, garlic, and lemon.
I came home just in time for Mike to be cooking dinner and get some good food. Yeah. Better be ready when I get home. Come home to a good meal.
I've been telling you that all day, fellas. I had to run home. I'm late. She wants to come home to a hot meal. I failed.
Fresh fish, crab, got all the stuff in here.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to wait too long before I flip them. This trout falls apart real easy. There we go. Whew, hot.
Looking good.
So y'all see how the avocado oil keeps the oil from burning? It smokes a little bit. It's just the moisture cooking out of the fish. No burning.
Ooh, that fish is looking good.
All right, the fish is done. We're going to pull that off of here.
Beautiful color. Like Mike said, it is a flaky fish, so.
Yeah, trout is very flaky. If you bread it and fry it, it stays together. For some reason, I don't know why. But if you pan sear it or do anything else, here we go. All right, we're going to put the other half of the butter in now. Butter lovers beware. Here you go.
Yeah, we're up to a whole stick.
Mm-hmm. Whole stick, and I'm going to put a little more in there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So that's a stick and a quarter? Stick and a third?
Yeah, third. I would say that
Okay,
was
here
a
we go.
third.
All right, so we have our butter in, and nothing but the best Sutter home wine. We buy the little bottles just to make this right here. There we go.
Would you put about a half bottle or?
A little more than a half bottle. So we have our butter,
Chardonnay.
our Chardonnay. All right, so we have our stick and a third of butter in there after frying the fish in this, and the wine, and we're gonna reduce this down for a little while before we add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, and here's my other secret. You gotta use a butter knife when you get your capers out of these jars. They're really small. Get your capers in.
How many capers you put? Like, you think like 2 tablespoons, 3
No,
tablespoons?
I don't know. We put about that many capers. All right, so we have our wine, we have our butter. We already cooked our fish in this. We're gonna put some lemon in there. There we go. First time ever. Just bought this. All these years of squeezing with my hand. No, this thing, look at that.
Yeah, like a $4 investment.
Oh my God, $4, the best $4 I spent in years. Look at that thing. Done squeezed the life out of that lemon.
And kept the seeds out of the sauce.
No seeds.
No seeds. Nice. You're putting just half lemon in, or?
Yeah, I'm doing a half a lemon. And then I have about a tablespoon of minced garlic. We're going to throw that in there too.
Did you chop that up yourself?
Absolutely, I bought it from the store, chopped up. Probably a tablespoon. My wife over exaggerates things, thank God.
You're lucky.
There we go. We got our garlic, our capers, our lemon, our butter, reducing down that wine. All right, there we go. We got our wine cooked down with the butter, the lemon, the capers, the garlic. Gonna add the star of the show.
Nice. How much crab are we putting in there?
I don't know
That's
how
a
much
lot of
crab. That's a lot of crab.
I don't want We'll put maybe, that's probably good.
And we'll do one more spoonful. You know what?
Oh, yeah, that should be, that's lots of crab for 2 of us.
That's a good half pound of crab, maybe.
Oh, yeah. How much crab did you end up with when you weighed it out?
I ended up with 1 pound, 2 ounces of crab.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll put this in for another meal. We can bag it up, throw it in the freezer.
Yep, there we go.
Throw it on salad, make some crab cakes.
Yeah, I've been telling you about crab cakes. That's what I wanted to make today, but I ended up catching that big trout. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spoon this over the trout and eat it up. Take number 2. I forgot to hit record the other day. So this is 2 days later. I made the same recipe for y'all. Bed of rice, the trout, the rest of the crab meat left over, a little bit of green beans and corn.
Yeah, we ate it the other day after we prepared it same way over the jasmine rice. Forgot to hit the record button. It was a delicious meal. We were just going to talk about it on this video. However, we decided that it was so good and we wanted you all to see it. And we really didn't mind eating it again so soon. So here we go.
So you're saying I'm a good cook?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
why'd you hesitate?
Well, I just worked another full day, come home, and dinner's ready.
Yeah. Gotta have dinner ready for the wife when she's working.
All I had to do is go out and pick the basil out of the garden. That's all I had to do. So we did put a little basil on there. A little flavor, but it looks pretty too.
All right, try it out. See if it's as good as the first time.
Yep. So I'm going to do a little trout, a little crab, a little rice.
And definitely as good as the first time. Yep. This is a recipe you should all try. Very good.
Yeah, that's why when Mike said we need to put it in the video, I said, go ahead and make it again because I'm good to eat it again.
So a guy at work said, you need to do it over again. Make the same recipe so you can finish the video off. And I'm like, So I asked the boss and she's like, yeah, make it again. I love that recipe.
Yeah, it was real good. Nice and light. The lemon butter caper sauce with the wine, it cooks it down. So even though we put all the butter in there, you can't tell. It's not like a heavy buttery flavor.
Yep.
Yeah, that sweetness from the blue crab. So good. If you've never had blue crab.
Again. This is one thing I love to do. I love catching and harvesting stuff we eat. It's free, or almost free. Like this here, we have almost no money in it. And we know where it came from. It's fresh, it's good, doesn't have any preservatives. And you know what you're getting.
And it's an enjoyable day. I wasn't there, but Mike on his day off, out fishing, crabbing, doing what he loves to do. Because he still works full time. We both work. So making the videos is a lot of work. But then enjoying it at the end of the day with a nice dinner is what we love. We love good food.
Yeah, this is a time away from our normal hectic schedule of working. No. And the corn and green beans look strange. My good friend showed me a recipe for that. If y'all want that recipe, make a comment. It's an awesome recipe. Super easy to make.
Well, it's not a top secret, I don't think.
No, it's not top secret, but you'll never eat corn and green beans together again the same way. You'll be like, oh my, I've been missing out my whole life.
And I know you saw in the video, Mike loves picking the crab meat out. So when we ate it the other day, it's hard to get all the shells. And really anyone, like if you go to a local restaurant and you know it's good, like local blue crab, is you're gonna find some shells in it if you're in a restaurant. Typically, Mike's very meticulous picking out all the shells. Well, we found a couple shells the other day, so today I repicked, and he already found one. So, but one shell here and there is really not that bad.
That's how you know it's real.
Yeah, it's local, real, fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still what we caught it. You just put the meat in the freezer yesterday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
so this is 3 days from...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we decided to cook it up again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We are going to enjoy this delicious dinner for the second time this week. No complaints. And we will catch you later.